Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Reggaeton. Now that our denim is secured in this system, on to the next. Alright, onward to Last Chance of Cyrene. We've seen this before. Order to change course. That's what we get for trying our luck in the warp. But this should net us some navigator's insight.
Always keep your eye on the prize. Your heresy ends here.
Your skull is mine!
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Request approved. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Running binaric override.
Alright, what does she get? Alright, buff up Pascal. He won't be able to finish off the Bloodletter, I don't think, but by golly, he can try. Hey, that worked out. Now, his body was over here. Did he proc the bonus from killing somebody in the frontline zone?
I'll do it.
Rend to pieces!
That is really satisfying.
I'll make it happen. On it.
I won't object to it.
Holy terror! Smite your enemies! Someone's death wish is mine to grant.
Oh, I could have attacked again. That all worked out anyway.
I won't compromise my principles.
Let's see to it. For the throne's glory. Not sanctioned to do this. But of course. Let's see to it. I won't object to it.
I wish these guys didn't spawn so far away. I might be able to reach him with Reckless Rush and Charge.
Throne take you. I'm done with this one. I feel the power
Here we go.
surging.
And that guy never got a turn. Heinrichs
Won't
is
go
absurd.
down easy.
Stop hitting me, Ashmag.
That's another one of those gates. An unidentified object has been located in the system. The artifact reacts to our transmissions by releasing unknown radiation, most likely of Xeno origin, the cogs are reporting. If you want to get a closer look, we need to close the distance between the vessel and the object. Nice stash of the Children of Cyrene. Hallucinogen Blade and Cloak of Shadows. So the blade provides Hallucinogen Strike. Applies 1 stack with a Perplex effect for 2 rounds if the target fails a Toughness Resistance test. And Venomous Slash. Wide slashing strike that affects multiple enemies at once and poisons hit targets with toxin. It's a Drukhari weapon. It's odd that the Eldari would have that in a cache somewhere. On the Cloak of Shadows. Whenever the wearer deals damage with an attack of opportunity, they gain the Shrouded effect. This effect does not stack. And Shrouded. As long as the wearer has the Shrouded effect, when becoming the target of an attack, they automatically dodge. After that, the Shrouded effect is removed. That can be pretty good in some builds. We'll grab the Promethium and... not explored. At first, it looked like the snowy and desolate planet was devoid of surprises, but the yellow and orange flickering of the lumens and the notifications from the auger system informed the officers there was a small colony that survived in spite of the harsh climatic conditions. All attempts to hail the colony have failed. Send out a scouting party. The explorers report the dismal condition of the settlement and its inhabitants. Their skin is translucent and pale. Their icy blue eyes see practically no color. Their language is rough and guttural, and their stomachs cannot tolerate anything except a stew made from local roots and mosses. And yet they are subjects of the Imperium, still loyal to the Emperor. They have mistaken your people for his emissaries. Find out what happened to the world. The local elders woefully reminisced about times long ago. Most of them were still sheltered in their mothers' wombs when snow first settled on the verdant fields. Hail ruined the crops and frost hardened the soil. Plants and large beasts that could not sustain themselves were the first to go. They were soon followed by birds and other small animals. Most people in large cities perished, unable to warm themselves and their families. They say the governor and his entourage left the world in the first days of winter, taking all the provisions and fuel with them. No one responded to the pleas from this dying world. The stars remained deaf to the messages transmitted by the planet's Fox stations. These abandoned subjects of the Imperium still managed to save the machines and other valuables, but they are of little use without a supply of promethium. And yet those who survived eventually adapted to the tribulations that the God Emperor had bestowed upon them. That's lame. I have promethium. In fact, the planet has promethium, which is what they needed. But you need cargo fuel to do this option. We don't need to let the machinery go to waste. Take any machinery from the colonists and abandon them on the freezing world. Your people had little difficulty subduing the locals. Nobody had the strength to resist. Gaunt and exhausted by their miserable lot, they dolefully watched on as the invaders carried away the wealth, machines, and possessions, laboriously scrounged together by generations of their ancestors. The shuttles, glutted with their society's toil, soared high above the oppressive clouds far out of reach. There was nothing left to help them survive, but who cares about other people's misery? I would have given them promethium, had I been able to. No need to make me feel so bad about it. Xeno artifact. Alright, region Cineris Maleficum. Material internal void chip communications log. Lookout. Bridge. We have an unknown object dead ahead. Not an asteroid, fully artificial in nature, but it's larger than Footfall Station. Bridge. Copy that. Report relayed to officer on duty and pilots. Lookout. Expect visual soon. Bridge. We have visual. What the? Incoherent whispering. Bridge. Lookout. This is the Voxmaster. I'm adding the pilots, senior officers, and the Lord Captain to this channel. His Lordship wishes to assume personal command. A lookout. Lord Captain. We've requested intel on the object from the Augur Array module. Awaiting their response. A Lord Captain on the line. No need to engage the Augurs. I know what it is. It's called a Webway gate. Officer Station. Van Calix here. What we see before us is a Webway gate. An artifact that Xenos used to get to their sorcerous realm, so to speak. It allows Eldari to get around the sector quickly, and serves as a hideout for their most unpleasant tribe, the Drukhari, whom we have already met. So he calls the Webway a sorcerous realm. But the Emperor, most people don't know this in the Imperium. In fact, very, very, very few do in the modern 40k setting. But the Emperor had actually planned to move humanity to the Webway. That's what the whole Golden Throne project was about, was giving humanity access to the Webway. Officer Station. Iliad here. This gate is just like the one you saw on the Lelathan. The children of Assyrian wander the void through such constructs, erected in ancient times. Any ship that passes through such a portal will enter a tangle of paths fathomable to none but my kin. Is there an augur report? Bridge. According to available data, the object consists of an unknown material foreign to the Imperium. We're registering an unknown class of energy profile. The engineers are at a loss about how this technology works exactly, but they did specify that the energometry suggests that the system is holding an active charge. This object appears ready to do whatever it's designed to do. What is the senior officer's take on this? Officer Station. Van Calix here. Oh wait, we've already seen that. Okay. Can we activate this device somehow? A bridge. Requesting response from the Enginarium. Bridge. Apologies, Lord Captain. The tech priests have refused even to consider such a possibility. It would be a violation of the Omnicized tenets, and an extremely dangerous undertaking. Bridge. Perhaps a certain companion of yours could. Officer Station. Even if I knew the secret of this gate, I would never surrender it to the Monkai. The Webway is our kin's sacred refuge, and a deadly trap to those such as you, Elentok. Alright, all weapons, fire on the object. A bridge. Lord Captain's orders. Destroy the object. Activate batteries. Targeting. Firing in 3, 2, 1. Lookout. Confirming contact with the object. Good thrown. Bridge. Report. Lookout. No effect. I don't know what that thing is made of, but our weapons are powerless against it. Enough mysteries. We're changing course and moving out. Bridge. Yes, Lord Captain. Maneuver engines. Changing course. Well, we tried. If I can't use it, I'll destroy it. Alright, to Lapidus Mortis. An auxiliary generator chamber on the artillery deck was overgrown with the thick stems of some thorny plant. The Voidsman reported the vegetation throbbing and sighing, and when they tried to lop off an offshoot, the cut started oozing a disgusting pus. Some officers claimed to have heard someone trapped among the thorns. The desperate weeping of a woman's voice echoed from inside the compartment. Seal off the chamber until the vessel leaves the warp. As soon as the Voidsman started welding the chamber shut, a heartbreaking cry rang out and green shoots burst out of the gap. However, the crew's loyalty to the rogue trader and their unshakable faith in the God Emperor spurred them to finish the task. Only when the ship left the Immaterium did the diabolic moaning subside. Let's take care of the enemy's humanity first. Make sure the system is secure for us to explore. The Eldari. Oh, that's right, we get an escort ship.
With the force of a supernova. Fire at will. Make every shot count! Salvo!
breach in our enemy's defenses!
The enemy shield is down. Time to unleash a counterattack.
Wonder how many more ships we can get in our fleet.
With the force of a supernova. Lance batteries, volley! Macro cannons, open fire!
For the glory of the Imperium!
Nice. Well, that was their big threat. Now just a handful of Shadow Hunters left.
We need to restart the void shields.
I wonder what happens if it gets destroyed. I assume it comes back. I'm not going to use that. In fact, I don't think I need to use an ultimate ability here at all.
Keep up the pressure! Let them taste our fury.
Wow, all those missed.
Helmsman, take us in.
Another enemy sundered by the void.
That's not an enemy. It was actually an ally, but thank you.
Salvo! Engage the engines. Fire at will.
Good, pop that. Hang tight. As long as we don't get hit by torpedoes, we will eventually win this. course, I'm positioned directly in front of one. Hopefully they hit my torpedoes instead of my ship. Oh, I didn't do very much damage anyway. Or at least didn't break through our shields. Huzzah! That's why we need more profit factor. We're close to getting more, so... Once we head back to Footfall, we'll have enough to get the next item from the Imperial Navy. Alright, I'm gonna call it here, and next time we'll finish exploring this system and then head back to Footfall to get more profit factor from Opticon 22 and to do Jai's companion quest. We have enough Navigator's Insight where we can jump all the way to Footfall and then all the way back to the system that Vibo 6 is in. We can do that quest next. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.